scheming best friend approached holding a tray with ill intent. She knew her friend's intention was to spill the food on her, to make her embarrassed in front of the entire company. So just as her friend was about to get close, she suddenly stepped aside and tripped her. The unprepared friend had no time to react. The food in her hand ended up spilling directly onto the president. She looked at the president, who was burnt and in a sorry state, and couldn't help but smirk coldly. In her previous life she married him against her parents' objections, but little did she know he had huge debts before the wedding. To help him pay off the debts, she worked tirelessly day and night, eventually falling seriously ill. She had intended to tell her husband the terrible news, but when she pushed open the door at home, she saw her husband and her best friend embracing intimately. In order to extract the last bit of value from her husband and her friend conspired to buy her a massive insurance policy, and ultimately killed her. When the girl opened her eyes again, she found herself reborn 10 years ago. She swore that in this lifetime she would make them pay a painful price, so she deliberately tripped her friend in the cafeteria. Watching her friend hurriedly fix the president's clothes, she realized that in her past life she hadn't seen their ugly faces clearly enough. Since her friend was so eager to marry the president, she decided to help her, to make her repeat her own tragic fate. That night, her friend brought her a bracelet, but she knew it was a fake. The friend gave it to her, wanting her to wear it to a class reunion and make a fool of herself. She initially didn't want to go, but to find out why her classmates bullied her back then, she accepted the invitation. Looking at the fake bracelet her friend had given her, she thought of a good idea. She went to the company and borrowed $2,000 from her husband to buy a real bracelet identical to the fake one. At the reunion, she deliberately displayed the bracelet her friend had given her, and directly stated that although it was a new design, it turned out to be a fake. The friend's face turned livid at these words. Her friend's pals immediately jumped to her defense, provocatively accusing her of being aggressive and deserving to be bullied. They even spread rumors that she had stolen her friend's boyfriend. But this time she was no longer the weak girl she used to be. She immediately questioned her friend if she really dated the boy. The scheming friend pretended to be wronged and said her boyfriend was indeed taken from her. Upon hearing this, everyone started blaming her, yet she remained unfazed, coldly stating that those who bullied her back then owed her an apology, while everyone was being arrogant. The so-called boyfriend